I'm here with Andy.
Morning. I'm not actually making a video of my own today. I'm just here as a director, directing Tracy's video today.
And there's Billy. And that's Rowling End behind us as we're heading up onto Causey Pike today. And the plan is then to go across up onto Scar Crags, maybe Outerside, through the lovely heather, over Barrow, through Barrow Door and Barrow and down Barrow.
Through Barrow Door and down Barrow and down Barrow.
Yeah. You know what I mean. And we're just going to be a mixed bag today. Very windy on the top, so probably no drone footage today, I'm afraid. But the heather is exceptional, so that should make up for it, hopefully.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a good day. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye. So not far from Stonycroft Bridge, about 50 yards, you've got a path as you're coming away from the bridge on your right hand side, which starts off with some stone steps heading up through the bracken onto the ridge of Rowling End.
Sharp and steep.
That's looking over to the flanks of Barrow, our last hill of the day. That main path there is the Stonycroft Gill path. You can actually come down that way and avoid Barrow if you want to make the route a bit shorter and easier, or you can go up that way, either or. That's looking back over to Skidder and Blencathra. So it's not long before you reach a junction. You've got a path going straight on. That bypasses Rowling End and heads straight to Causey Pike. You want to head left if you want to do Rowling End to head up the ridge. Andy's showing you the way. On this bit.
Yeah, it's quite wet. Just at the beginning of Rowling End, there's about 3 or 4 sections of just very small scrambling. Really not hard at all. But after rain, the rock is very slippy. So I'm not quite sure how slippy Causey Pike is actually going to be getting onto that scramble. Have to take it easy, be careful. starting to get fantastic views up the Newlands Valley. That would be Maiden Moor, High Spy, Dale Head and High Scarth, and then you go over to Cut Bells. You've got Derwent Water and Blencathra and Skidder. Okay, so
Enjoying it?
I had a bit of a moment, didn't I, on that really bad scrambly bit on Rowling End.
No, I wouldn't say that.
There was 3 girls behind me and I might have had a bit of a panic attack on it because it's really, really wet and slippy, very, very slippy. I've done this about 3 or 4 times before. I do remember it being a bit tricky, but oh God, that was so hard for me. Oh dear, I had a massive panic attack. How embarrassing. Next obstacle is going to be Causey Pike.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
That's a nice little scramble.
Please help me. There's that iconic tree, a mountain ash, all on its own on Rowling End. Wow, this is why I torture myself to do Rowling End. Look at that view up Newlands Valley and the light and the heather. Wow. Wow. Rowling End. And this is why I do that scramble bit on Rowling End, to get this view. Wow. Causey Pike, Scar Crags. We're going to head up there and go along Scar Crags and down this side over to Outerside, Barrow and Barrow, and down Barrow. Whew. There's Derwent Water. Whew. We're going to have a shower in a minute. Newlands Valley, Robinson, High Scarthdale Head. Wow. Up to the scramble on Causey Pike, and I must admit I'm bricking it. But I always leave it such a long time in between each one, so I kind of like lose my nerve a little bit with it. Usually it's not that bad, but it's raining. It has been, so it's really wet and slippy. I'll pan you around and show you that bit that I don't particularly like. But I've got my big girl pants on. I can do this. I can do this, can't I, Andy? I've got Gina and Tangerina. I can do this. I was just saying to Andy, I says, like, I've got my really super duper slippy waterproof trousers on. So if I do slip on Causey Pike, I'll get some extra speed up. So Andy turned around and says, well, that's okay, because if you wet yourself you won't see it. If you do find that you get stuck on Rowling End, like I said, there is a traverse path that will get you to Causey Pike. But to be honest, if you can't do Rowling End, you probably won't do Causey Pike. So if you do get stuck on Causey Pike, I suppose what you could do, you could just go back down that traverse path. I've never done it, so it will take you right back to the beginning, I think. Abandoning Causey Pike completely. But to be honest, I have done it 4 times. I've even been down it once. My sister, on the first mountain, when I first moved here, my sister took me on the first mountain, was Causey Pike. And we went up Stony Croft Gill, and the back of Causey Pike, over Scar Crags, and we got to the top of Causey Pike. I'd never done a mountain before, and she said, this is the way down. And I looked, I was like, no, that's not the way down. She said, it is. I said, it's not. And off she went, left me on my own. So I had to follow her, didn't I? Yeah, my first mountain. She obviously didn't put me off, because then we completed the Wainwrights together as well. So if I can do it, I think anyone will be able to do it, to be honest, because I am a baby. Just what we want when we're heading up Causey Pike, a torrential downpour. So you come to this boulder in a coal, and if you really don't fancy Causey Pike, there is another cairn here. That is the traverse path, heading back down, or vice versa. If you don't want to do Rowling End, you come up on that traverse path, avoiding Rowling End, up onto Causey Pike. Nice and moody today. We're getting these short squalls of really wet weather and blustery. But it doesn't last for long until the sun's back out and you get this fantastic atmospherical light. See that rainbow, guys? Wow. Okay, we're stuck in a hailstorm now. We've been stuck on here for 15 minutes and it's not even clearing yet. The squalls are about 30-35 mile an hour with hailstorms now, and we're right under the scramble on Causey Pike. This is not a good time for it to be doing this.
It's snowing.
It's hailing. It's August and it's a massive hailstorm. It's clearing over there now. Right, now's our chance.
Well, Colleen, you could use it again.
We're not sure what we're going to do yet because we're in about 40-mile-an-hour gusts on this ridge. It is so stormy. We don't know if we want to go over Scar Crags. It's really exposed on there and it's blowing across, which is really bad. It's blowing your feet. So we might just take the traverse path down to Outerside and Barrow. We still do Outerside, we still do Barrow, but it'll be more sheltered down there. And the wind up here is crazy right now. It's not a good place to be right now. On that ridge it will just be absolutely lethal. So we're going to take the safe option, aren't we? We've done I've done the scramble in a hailstorm.
It was snowing.
It was snowing, a hailstorm at 40-mile-an-hour gusts.
Snow in August. It was snowing.
And I have done Causey Pike. I have conquered my fear of it in those conditions. Woo! Wow! Oh man! It's wild up here! Woo! Oh God! Get out of that wind for a minute. To see the traverse path now. Got to get off this ridge. Scaleforce winds now. You can just see it heading down there. Really easy. Avoiding Scar Crags up there. It's too exposed on there, man. It's crazy weather. I'm loving it now. I've done Causey Pike. I'm loving it. So we're now heading on the traverse path. Wow, it's boggy. The last time I did this, it was thick snow. So you can check out my Causey Pike video in the snow. That's worth a look because it was fantastic conditions, it really was. And this is the way I came up. But yeah, God, it's boggy. This will take us down to that col there, where you've got Outerside. We'll probably head up there and down Outerside into Barrow. That's the plan. Do Scar Crags another day. Wow, look at this light. Doesn't Grisdale Pike, is that Grisdale Pike? Yeah, Grisdale Pike, does it look menacing? Path goes up there like that, up Outerside, and then down the far side, and you can see we'll head over the flanks of Starland to Barrow and up Barrow. So that's looking back, that's the top of Causey Pike.
You can see the traverse path coming down the side, really easy. So if you don't want to do that scramble, because it is pretty tricky actually, you can go up that way or down that way. So you're looking down to False Crag there. You can take the wiggly path up to the coal between Sand Hill, Grassmoor and Crag Hill onto the Coaldale Horseshoe. That's Crag Hill, Sail. Now that's Scar Crags, that's where we were going to head along that crag, on that ridge. We were going to come down that path there to get to this one, Stonycroft Gill path. But as I say, we bowed out and we did the traverse path coming down the side of Causey Pike. So just heading off Outerside. We didn't hang about up there. We're going to make our way off to Barrow, then on to Barrow.
Causey Pike tried to kill us.
You did, but we beat it.
We beat it.
So we're getting near the bottom of Outerside now, and it's just a lovely carpet of heather now. There's Causey Pike in the sunshine now. So it wasn't like that when we was on top of it, isn't it, Andy? So this is the main track from Barrow going up to Stonycroft Gill and the way onto Causey Pike round the back. Is that on? Yeah. Okay?
Yeah.
Come on, you. So we're at Barrow, that's looking back. We've come from around the side of Star End, around there. You could go over Star End and down, and going that way takes you to Braithwaite. We're going to go at Barrow, aren't we?
Barrow.
Barrow. We're going to go at Barrow.
Barrow.
So that's looking down to Braithwaite, and you've got Bassenflit Lake on the left there, and Skidder. Isn't it fantastic on this ridge? Just
Wow. My nemesis. So the summit of Barrow. Great view of Derwent Water. There's Keswick, Blencathra and Skidder. Renetta Fells, Clydesdale Pike, where we've just been over Outerside, and Causey Pike, and Rowling End, where we went up over there, looking over into Newlands. You've got Cat Bells there, just in the little dappled light. Blueberry Fell lit up, that's all pink, and the Dodson Helvellyn behind. Last look back as we're going to head down Barrow now. So we're nearly down at Braithwaite, and as we have parked near the quarry, you head right before you get into Braithwaite on this little public footpath. Now, if I remember rightly, it's through the Brackham, and last time I did this, it was over head high, really thick. Yeah, it still is.
You were only 3 years old, the one.
I was only 3 years old.
Oh God, either really.
So we're going to say goodbye. As
Bye.
We're very nearly back at the car.
Goodbye.
Did you enjoy that walk?
Lovely, yeah, yeah.
It was lovely.
Yeah.
We had hail, sun,
Snow.
snow, strong winds and sunshine today.
Gale force winds. Causey Pike tried to kill us.
It's been an epic walk, fantastic walk to do when the heather was out in bloom. I hope you enjoy our wee adventure. Sorry, I keep coming off of you, don't I? I hope you enjoy our wee adventure. Catch you all again in another one very soon. Bye.
Bye.
Kimberly.
Good morning and welcome to Map and Scissor Time, and this is a route for Causey Pike, and the plan was to do Scar Crags and down to Outerside and to Barrow, back to Stony Croft where we parked the car. It's about a 6.5 mile route, and the heather is fully out when we did this walk, so it's a fantastic walk with some exposure and scrambling on Causey Pike. And we parked in quite a good lay-by, room for about, I would say, 10 cars, just before you get to this path here. It's just a triangular lay-by here, by this farm, and it's Stony Croft, and you head along the main road avoiding this path as we wanted to head up onto Rowling End, which is a lovely ridge. When you get to the top of here, the view over to Causey Pike is amazing, it's stunning. So we continued along the road, and you cross over the lovely stone bridge crossing Stonycroft Gill, and then you immediately look right. Initially was on some stone steps, and it takes you up onto Rowling End. It is quite steep on this section here, and there is some minor scrambling in about 4 sections as you're heading up the crag. It can be a bit slippy in wet conditions, which it was today, so bear that in mind. And you're heading through quite thick heather, as I say, a few scrambles along this section here, and you pop out 430 metres onto Rowling End, and the view is astounding. It's all thick pink blooming heather along here, and Causey Pike is a prominent great big knoll on the top, and this is where you have an exposed scramble. So it's an obvious path heading along towards the inevitable Causey Pike. And the weather did deteriorate just before we started to scramble, so we had to sit it out for 15 minutes. And as long as you take care, we actually headed left on the traverse path to find a bit of a gully heading right, and you zigzag up, as I say, on quite exposed ground, and you reach the summit, 637 metres. Then it is a lovely ridge route all the way along up to Scar Crags, and you can head along this, and then you take a detour here, traversing around the back of Causey Pike on an easy path to then reach onto Outerside. But the weather did deteriorate a lot on the summit. The winds picked up to gale force winds. It was 55 mph gusts on this ridge, and it was a crosswind, so it was kind of blowing us off our feet a little bit. So we decided to bail out of Scar Crags. It's a good option to always make sure you have a plan B if the weather does deteriorate. And there is, not on the map, but there is a traverse path, and a very easy path heading down here. And it was sheltered out of the wind, and then you head back along up to Outerside, 568 metres, down the front of Outerside through thick heather, and you're looking out for a path as you get to the bottom of Outerside to head to Barrow. You have to like double back onto this main track, and then you head around the flanks of Stile End. If you don't want to do these, if you don't want to do Barrow, you can head down this Stonycroft Gill path here back to the car. And also meant to mention, if you don't want to do Rowling End, you can do a traverse path here, which is really easy, avoiding this bit here, up onto the coal and then up to Causey Pike. So yeah, so we wanted to do Barrow, so we went and got onto this path here, flanking Stile End, and you're heading along to Barrow and up onto Barrow, 455 metres, and then you just go down the front of Barrow, and before you head into Braithwaite, you don't want to do that, you take the path here on the right. It is signed on a good track through Bracken back onto the road, which will take you to Stair and back to the car park. So as I say, I think it's about 6 miles, but I'll check that and I'll put that in the description, and I'll also put a GPX route in the description so you can follow our route as well. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Catch you on another adventure very soon. Bye for now.